knew I had to make a pretty definitive one, and I think my last kilometer was pretty close to 3 minutes, so that's, you know, one of the faster Ks I've ever done, and to be able to be competitive at a world stage, that's, you know, I need to at least be closing that fast. So today was a good lesson on waiting and closing well. So I'm happy about it, yeah.
Were you surprised how quick it took to win? I mean, 9:15 is pretty...
You know, our first few laps were pretty close to 9:30 pace, so I knew it wasn't going to be slow. I thought it was going to, you know, I thought I was going to maybe see 9:20 when I crossed the line, or 9:23, but yeah, 9:15, I was a little surprised. I saw 8:02 at the bell and was like, oh, this is what I did at the American record when I came through, but doing, you know, closing alone versus having Kiwara to kind of chase when I broke the record was a little different. So I didn't close as well as that day, but yes, I was surprised how fast it was.
Did the heat have any effect on?
The prelims were hot, so it was a great practice round to get used to those conditions, managing them. So much of it is just mental, you know, being able to get out there confidently and know that everyone else has to deal with it and do the best you can to prepare for it. But the prelims were a great way to kind of make today's heat feel less nerve-wracking.
You feel like you plan to take the lead over the water jump? How did that develop? About 3.5 laps to go.
I think I just had to make a clean break or try and make a strong move, and so it just happened to be at the water jump, but not necessarily. You know, I could have waited till the bell and tried to make a strong move there. So it just kind of happened to be that way. But I wanted to try and make a strong move when I took the lead.
Emma, do you think the team that the U.S. is sending to Worlds this year is the best ever in the women's steeple?
I think so. I think we have 3 girls who belong in the final. And, you know, Colleen had a very strong collegiate season, so if she can manage the fatigue of that season and rest, and she's, you know, with Jerry Schumacher now, so I'm sure they'll manage that very well. So assuming that she can move off the college season well, you know, I think Stephanie and I are used to racing the professional circuit, and I know we'll both be ready, and I'm confident that Colleen with her new group will be ready too.
2013, you were hurt, and what was that like watching from home, and kind of like now?
Rashawn Jackson,
how much
your winner.
was that serve as motivation?
Sorry, should we trade? Sorry, no. 2013 was really hard to be hurt, but I went to Hawaii with my boyfriend. I went to the opposite side of the world of Moscow and just relaxed and got really healthy and thought of what I want, my priorities, and it was a great way to appreciate my health and appreciate PRs and appreciate running well. Because college, year after year, I PR'd and it came easy at times, and so it was a good learning experience to have to be hurt and be patient. But it's fun to be back. Yeah.
Did you watch it in Hawaii, like on your laptop or anything?
I followed the Twitter and I watched my teammates race, but that was the most I could stand. That was the most I could handle.
So, turning this year to Worlds, I think maybe you said on the TV interview you want top 5 or something is your goal, and someone texted me that, like, oh, is she being modest?
Well, I think I was number 2 in the world last year, but I only won 1 Diamond League. I was often second. I was sometimes 3rd, 4th, 5th. Also, some of the world champions from the past weren't competing last year. If they weren't competing strongly. So, you know, Chemos and the Russians, they weren't competitive last year as they had been in the past. So I say top 5 because it's who knows what they were doing last year, you know, so who knows where they'll be. If it was the exact same roster as 2014, I would maybe say that goal a little higher, but I can't. There were just so many missing people last year.
I mean, how do you approach it? Just get in good shape as you want to be? I mean, you can't control what someone does, right? If somebody goes out and runs.
I just have to focus on myself, and I think if I can be in sub 9:10 steeple shape and stay calm and control my own race, and then I have a chance to do well. But it definitely the winners have all been 9:05 type girls. So I think I definitely have to be in PR shape to be competitive, and I can't dwell on like looking at all the time where
Right.
the people are.
What's the schedule from now to Worlds?
I go to Lausanne and Monaco, and then probably home to just prep for Beijing.
All right, good job today.
Thanks.
Are you planning on Lausanne or Monaco to be a PR attempt or a membership attempt?
I hope at some point this summer I can run a PR, and whether it's Lausanne, Monaco, or Brussels at the end of the season, or Worlds, it just depends on what the conditions are, what my opponents are. So we'll see. We'll see if how those races shape up. I might want to do something more tactical, or I might just want to go out and get a fast time. So it's all still in the works.
Good luck.